Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of amazing entrepreneurs, one digital footprint at a time. My new best friend, anybody that is Donald the Don, and that's a self-gloss, right?
It is.
The Don Gritten. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. You are. When I talked to you, you were right in the middle of exploding with your new website and things going on. You employ about 100 people nationwide. I mean, you just got it going on, man.
Thank you.
Tell us more about the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So our latest, greatest project is we're launching a business coaching consulting program.
Okay.
And it's custom tailored to you. You fill out an amazing survey, and then the coaching program adapts to you. And then we have about 16 coaches, hopefully soon to have more coaches that actually can work with you in getting over those tough, we always reach these tough moments. It's really funny as entrepreneurs.
What?
I know, right?
What tough moments?
I know, right?
What are you talking about?
So I heard as an entrepreneur that I could work half days and become successful.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and then I figured out that a half day is actually 12 hours. Right? It's 24 hours in a day. It takes half a day to get it done.
There you
right?
go. Boom. There you go.
And actually, they didn't say there was going to be 365 days out of the year. So, a lot of entrepreneurs go into business and they believe that that's, 4 hours a day, overnight success. And I'm here today to say that I'm a 14-year overnight success. It's taken me 14 years to get here, and now I'm willing to share it. What I found is during the downturn of the economy, and anytime that there's a hiccup or someone inside Congress sneezes, the economy suffers. 50,000, 250,000 jobs are gone.
Yeah.
Well, my goal is to have 50,000 employees employed by 1,000 entrepreneurs. And the only way to get there is to get the coaching in and get the consulting done. And
to get that message out, what is exactly? I mean, the toughest thing has to be, Don, it's got to be to get the message out, and it always goes back to marketing, right? I mean, you can have the best coaching program in the world, all these manuals and material, and your 16 coaches everything lined up, but if nobody knows about it, how do you get the message out?
Don't disagree. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the dilemma, right? So that is the entrepreneurial dilemma. Well, what's great is that we've actually partnered with or affiliated with big coaches. I can't say their names yet. We're still under contract, but very, very large consulting firms, very large, well-named consultants to get the name out there. So, what you would pay, I'm not affiliated with this gentleman, but what you pay Tony Robbins to do $5,000 or $10,000 program, or a fraction of the cost, and we believe we have the same impact or benefit. So, through the affiliate programs, we believe that that's how we're going to get our name out there.
Why do you think you have the same impact? What is the difference? What is the similarity in the impact?
Absolutely. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, the thing that gets in the way of every entrepreneur is themselves. Mm. Right? So it's easy. Sure. So it's easy. And most entrepreneurs, they get into whatever their business is because they work for somebody else and they're like, well, this guy does it horribly. I can do it a little bit better. And then they branch out on their own. Yeah. In most cases, right? Yeah. Unless, you're an insurance agent, a real estate agent, right? Maybe you got caught in the buzz of the boom of the real estate market, and that's something you decided to take on. Or, a lot of the most millionaires have been made in real estate. So you just want to catch, you want to ride that train. Right. But then it comes down to, at the end of the day, fundamentally, you're in the way. So we get you out of the way, the individual out of the way, so that way the business fundamentally is the same across the board. There is no secret sauce to business. There isn't anything that can be newly designed for business. Business is business and always has been business.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
Right.
Nothing. Okay. I mean, well, there is technology and there are those things, right? But business fundamentals are the same. What is different in every business is the individual running it. So all you have to do is get you out of the way, and your business will grow.
And that's what you figured out.
That's what we're doing.
Man, you're just tremendous, man. I mean, but you have other businesses too, right? I mean, when did you figure out that you had this entrepreneurial bug, or this desire to create things and to invent things and to kind of disrupt stuff?
When I was 7 years old, I had my own landscaping company. I had my own route on my block. I mowed 7 yards on our block for $7.
How did you find the customer? Did you just knock on the door?
I just knocked on the door.
Cold call.
Yeah.
All right.
Me and a friend of mine, his name's Kenny, and he's like, let's make some extra money. So we made $7 a yard, and we'd mow it however good or bad it was, and So we got paid $7 to do it.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, it's that easy? So, and it's really interesting because all it is leverage equals opportunity. What we discovered at 7 years old was they didn't want to mow their lawn in 120-degree weather. We were 7 years old. We didn't care as long as we had water. And
you didn't pay for it.
25 cents was a big deal then, So,
right.
And then the larger the coin, the cooler it was. So, now we got these paper things. Yeah, it just worked out.
All right. And so that starts your journey as an entrepreneur. What happens next?
So when I at the age of 14, I started working full time.
Right.
Thank you, Arizona. We have a right to work state. So they didn't check my birth certificate, and I never told them. So I started working full time as for a lube franchise, and I worked underneath the vehicle so I could hide out, so that way they didn't know how old I was. And then when I turned,
did you look 14 or did you look a little bit older?
Oh no, I looked a lot older. Yeah, I could carry myself pretty good. Anyway, so by the age of 16, I was managing my own store. By the age of 19, I was offered to purchase the franchise.
Wow.
And it was a great opportunity, but I was looking. I don't want to have my hands in a car all the time. That's just not what I'm interested in. So who I always admired were those people who were telling me to work on the car. So I'm like, how do I become that guy? And
Interesting.
And then it was all uphill from there.
Interesting angle, man. I mean, that's a different way of looking at entrepreneurship, right? You didn't want to work for the guy who fixed the cars for these folks. You wanted to be the folks who drove the car over to that shop, to that man, to get their, I would imagine they would be fairly expensive cars.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
Fairly expensive cars.
Yeah.
They go, you're like, I want to be him.
Yeah, so for those of you that aren't familiar, North Scottsdale's got quite the car collection, and so I was able to work on those vehicles.
You mean the shallow capital of the world?
Well, it is. It is. I call it the Hollywood of Arizona.
Silicon Valley, if you go to Lifetime Fitness?
Yeah.
We'll be here all week. We can make a great team. So what's the future for the Don, man? What's the future for the Don?
So one thing that I found is that about a year ago, I got sick and tired of waiting for somebody to discover me, to become famous, so that way I can be that overnight success.
After the 14 years.
After the 14 years.
Right.
So then I decided, well, why not make myself famous?
Nice.
So there was a guy, his name's Ty Lopez, you've probably seen him on YouTube, and he's the one that's famous for, I'm in my garage, Ferraris, Lamborghinis behind me.
Yeah.
What's more important is knowledge, right?
Yep.
And that guy's awesome because he was somebody, but he wasn't known to anyone.
Yep.
And so he put himself out there and became famous. So I'm not looking to become famous for famous sake, but like you said, if you have a cure for cancer, nobody knows about it, nobody's going to get cured. So the goal is to become famous or make our coaches famous so that we can touch as many lives as possible.
And you saw him here first. Donald the Don Gritten, man. You got the looks, you got the brains, and you got Entrepreneurs and Fuego show. And that's very important. So
Absolutely.
we'll get the word out.
So thank you.
With that, we're out.